All right, let's do this. Well, that didn't work out too well. I tried to play a game last night. I downloaded, because I deleted Demonologist from my computer. I had to re-download it. It messed up my GeForce graphics card. I don't know why. And then it said, oh, my GeForce graphics card's like, oh, you gotta do an update now. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, no joke, one thing right after the other. The game never played. I'm just gonna say that right out front. The game never played. So I was like going, you know what? I'm just gonna switch to Blood Bowl 2. I'll just, it's always good to be an orc. Let's orc it out. When in doubt, work it out. So you yelling at me now? Keep my eyes on the road. Right. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. Crazy night. Crazy stream. I published it anyway. And so it's an hour of me being frustrated. It is a little hour of me being frustrated. So, all right, back to what I was talking about. Back to the stuff stream that you guys get to hear me talk about, and if you want to watch the hour of me going, I had two wonderful people come in to the stream, and I didn't even get to do anything. I tried. So I tried to work it out, and the game played. It was going. It wouldn't come onto the stream. I was like, what the hell? And then it told me that my GeForce graphics card is not working. So I tried a bunch of things, tried to do that, and then I was like going, you know what, I'll just play DBD. I was just playing DBD. So here I am swapping out avatars left and right. And I'm just kind of like, I went to download the driver, the updated driver, and the site does not check. With all the fucking AI that's going around, it did not check. All the AI trying to check and stuff like that. Even freaking Steam trying to check to see this. When I went to get to the driver still asked me what freaking card I had. So I was like going, okay, I have this card. And it's like, nope, you don't have that card. That didn't work. Nope, you don't have this card. You don't work. It's the same. It was the same driver that I downloaded at least 4 times. They didn't have a different driver each time. So I downloaded the same driver again, and finally it worked. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know if it's a Microsoft issue. I don't know if it's a Streamlabs issue. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I might, even though I'm supposed to be making beans, because I have a lot of cakes to make. I have a lot of cakes to bake, and I'm not baking them. And I'm still in this kind of like really weird zone, and the sad thing about it is like I have nobody to talk to about it. And I've been talking about it here. It's been one right after another. You guys heard me work and rail against Discord. It's not Discord's fault. I just had somebody talk about like going, oh, Discord's not stepping on its dick anymore. We can go back. And I'm like, I can't go back. I can't do it. And they're like, what if Stoat freaking does the same thing? And I'm like going, yeah, I know. What if Stoat does the same thing? If Stoat starts doing the same thing, I'm going to be like, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm at a fucking loss with this whole thing. And I really wish I had somebody to basically tell me what to do. And not bully me, not gaslight me, not this. I just need a little guidance on where to go next. I don't want to go. I look at my options, and I really don't want to go back to Twitter. I know that's where my biggest following is, and I know that it's still there, and I haven't deleted the account, and I'm like, and Blue Sky might be freaking, doing its own freaking thing and stuff like that, and everybody's talking about all this, save the freaking children shit and everything like that. But there are definite options. Europe has non-AI child checking. And yeah, I know that it's freaking not. It takes away our autonomy and stuff like that. And we have to give up personal information. And it sucks. It sucks. And I'm like, if I set up my own thing, how do I stop it from being the only, how do I stop it from being, predator laden and stuff like that? Because kids are going to do stupid things, and parents aren't watching their kids. They're letting their phones be their babysitters and stuff like that. And I'm like going, this is the same fucking argument that happened when I was a kid. This is the same. It's the same shit. This protect the children shit is freaking, it's not new. The only difference is that, one, since I was a kid, I aged out. I turned 18. There are people turning 18 all the time. There are people aging out of this freaking child protection thing all the time. And I totally understand. I mean, I'm right there with the kids. With the kids on freaking, you want to be an adult so badly that you basically do anything to be where the adults are. You don't want to be where the kids are. You want to be where the adults are. And the sad thing about it is, if you're where the adults are, what that attracts is horrible people. I have no problem with kids. They're going to turn, like I said, they're turning 18 all the time. When I started streaming, only 5 years. The person who was 13 years old when I started streaming is now 18. The loss, I'm going to get into that. The loss of people is where I'm struggling with. I'm still struggling with it. The people who are no longer streaming, it is, the landscape looks like it's changed completely, and every step of the way I feel like I'm starting over. Starting brandly new. I haven't even completed the 4th circle, and already, as horrible as it sounds, already I am having to take people out, and I'm changing the thing around, and already. And I look at the fact that I started out when I was doing the circles, I started out with over, there was 8 circles. Well, 9 including me in the center. And out of the 8 circles, I created another circle, an interior circle of 11 people, which would make it a total of 10. And out of the 10 circles now that I have, you'd think it would be easy, because I have 500 or something that Beans made. It's bean circles. I keep calling them Q circles. Eventually I will come, I still have them labeled as Q circles. That's what makes it even crazier. But already I'm I have over 500 beans made. And now I'm just struggling. I'm struggling getting the fourth circle done. And I have to go back in. I have to change the I have 2 changes on the third circle, and I have 1 change on the second circle that I have to do. And these are already done, labeled. I'm just kind of crazed with the whole thing. And I'm supposed to do the bean circles during the weekly wrap up, and I haven't been, because I've been on this animated emo kick lately, and then I was then fighting with Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, with Twitch. I was then fighting with Twitch over approval of my emotes. Now, just so you know, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. They disapproved the emotes, and then now they approved the emotes, and the certain ones I censored, and the ones it's just kind of like really oddly bizarre. Yeah, I admit, I showed a little skin. I didn't sexualize it, but I showed a little skin. And because of that, and it's a drawing, it's not a picture, it's a drawing. And because of that, it got censored out. And they were like, well, don't make it blurry. Don't blur it out. Don't blur things. And it's like, it's only 112, right? Pixels by 112 pixels. It's only that. So I've been dealing with that fucking mess. There's an emotional toll that's being taken here, but the fact that things are breaking, I don't know. Should I go back to my OBS, which is called OBS? Should I just go back to the real one? I'm still I'm still amazed that I switched to the Streamlabs OBS over the regular one. And the only reason, you're gonna love this. This is the best. This is the best thing. The only reason that I switched OBSs because Streamlabs gets a lot of shit. It does, and I right there, and mostly rightfully so. Streamlabs gets a lot of shit, because basically it's nothing new. There's no new functionalities or anything like that. The only reason that I switched from OBS to Streamlabs is because their merch page had more things in it. And they offered the OBS. That's the only reason that I use it. And the kicker of it all, I don't even use that freaking merch page anymore. I'm on ForceWall. Stream Elements dissolved, became ForceWall, or got merged into ForceWall, and I made a ForceWall page, and ForceWall had everything that I could have possibly wanted in a merch page, and I have been like a kid in the candy store, going crazy with it. I have not switched back to regular OBS, which is what I should do. So I still have Stream Elements. They do most of my my back end stuff that I have set up. Stream Elements has all the exact same things because they're basically thieves that Stream Elements had. They were all in one. They were all in one program, and then I decided to go with the all-in-one and try to use all the elements of the Streamlabs. There is no map. There is no, this is how you do it. This is how you become a VTuber. There is nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing that even says that. There's no guidelines on it whatsoever. There is a lot of people's suggestion, including mine. There is a how we did it, and there's kind of a, I don't do the you could do this too bullshit, but there is kind of that element with everything. One of the main reasons that I'm still an artist, one of the main reasons I didn't give this up when all the commissions fell through, is because it was actually a Spider-Man meme, which showed Peter Parker saying, I'm broke, I don't have any money, how do I become a VTuber? And somebody suggested you could do it all yourself. And Peter Parker didn't want to do that. And I'm like going, well, if I'm broke, I have no money, and you're saying I could do it all myself? Let me just do it all myself. This goes all the way back to my first video that I ever streamed. It's only a 5-minute video, literally a short. A short before videos were made. Before I was a short before YouTube had shorts. And it said I was doing this wrong. I'm figuring it all out. It's basically doing it wrong is probably a misleading title. I'm not purposely doing anything wrong. I am not trying to back end in any way, shape, or form. I am not trying to validate bucking the system. I am not trying any of that shit. I'm not trying any. There's no attempt whatsoever of any of that crap going on. What I mean by I'm doing it wrong is that I have the tendency. It is in my nature to just try to figure things out myself, and it is not the way people are doing it. Animated emotes, perfect example. I look at how it was supposed to be made. I used to draw animation. I used to draw cells and make the cells be animated. I used to do all that shit. It should be old hat for me. I'm definitely rusty, and I was like, oh, you know what? I will attempt to do this. I will make the attempt. Most people don't realize that most animated characters, even the ones you see in the background, even the ones you see way in the foreground, are all the same size. That's one thing that, with practical animation, I hate to even call it that, but non-computer generated animation, one of the things that it gives you is that all the characters are the same size. What we used to blow up is the backgrounds, or shrink them down depending on whether we wanted something to be in the foreground. We would do the back moving forward until we did the foreground. Foreground we always did last. And that literally was where we snapped a picture. Camera went up and down. Or if we had it set up on the wall, the cameras went in and out. But everything's the right size. And it would just be overlay over overlay. And I take that same knowledge and I use to do animation. I take that same knowledge and I apply that to when I animate something. Fun never ends. Thank you for watching. Cool beans in the comments below. Doesn't have to be cool beans. It could be whatever you like. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. You are important. I can't stress that enough. You are very important. Thank you for watching. It means the absolute world to me. It really does. I don't know how to stress that any more than I've already done. So thank you for watching. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. All right. And I will catch you on the flip side. All right. Bye.